Raptor fans, it's the moment that we have been waiting for quite a while, as the Raptors are finally back in action against the Los Angeles Lakers tomorrow night in the first seeding game to kind of see where you're going in the playoffs. And we all know the schedule for the Toronto Raptors heading into this final stretch here, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it is the toughest schedule in the NBA. And everyone get mad at the NBA for it, but I'm going to sit here and tell you guys this. Why not? Why are you going to be mad? As Ilya Briskalov you said in his one interview that sticks in my mind, why you have to be mad? And why do you have to be mad? Because the Raptors are about to embark on a postseason run that we want another ring, right? So would you rather play possible opponents and big, tight games to kind of test your guys and push them to their limits? Or would you rather play bottom-of-the-barrel teams just to get wins, to get a great regular season record, then dive into a playoff series against really good teams and not be ready for it? That's the way I'm looking at it. So yes, the Raptors' schedule looks as so. You got the Los Angeles Lakers tomorrow, big night. Then you have Miami on Monday, tough one. Orlando on Wednesday. Look, that team is scrappy as heck. You never know what you're going to get. So that could be a tough one. Possibly a first-round matchup again. Boston, they're always a good team. Memphis, they're a scrappy team. Don't count those guys out. Then you have Milwaukee. Philly, and Denver to end off the schedule. Very tough games. But let me run through that one more time. Los Angeles Lakers could be a finals opponent. Miami could be a second-round opponent. Orlando could be a first-round opponent. Boston, second or third-round opponent. And then you got Milwaukee, possibly a second or third-round opponent. Same with Philly, and Denver could be a finals opponent. 7 of the 8 teams, because I'm not really counting Memphis, because they're kind of bottom of the barrel in the Western Conference, and the odds you're going to see them in the NBA Finals, pretty damn slim. So, my question is to you guys, how do you like the schedule after I've just put it? Because I like it. It's going to test these young guys and push them right away. You know, instead of facing teams like the Pelicans, who aren't a bad team, but when you're looking at standings-wise and possibly facing teams, you're not going to be seeing them. You know, seeing like a team like that, or I know they're not here, but the New York Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks, and you don't want to face teams like that. You want to face those big teams because you get 8 games to kind of warm yourself up for the playoffs. What did Kawhi Leonard say last year, Raptor fans? The regular season is just tune-up for the playoffs. That's exactly what he said. Sorry, guys. And he's right. And he's right again this year. Because I got a question for you. How important is the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference for you guys? How important is it? And for people that are going to react and say, well, it's the home court advantage. Well, the Raptors aren't playing in Toronto. There's no fans. They're all in a bubble in the same arena. So there's no real home court advantage. Unless they make the floor look like Toronto and the fans in the stands make that all look good and whatnot. But it's not going to be really a home court advantage. So how important is it? You play Milwaukee let's say in the Eastern Conference Finals. Is there going to be that much of a difference that you can tell, holy smokes, this is an away game? No. So how important is the second seed in the Eastern Conference to you guys? I mean, personally, I'd like the second place in the Eastern Conference, but is it the end of the world if Boston passes? I mean, I don't think they will, but would it be the end of the world if they do? Probably not. So, that's my question to you guys. I want to hear your guys' take on that. Let me know in the comments below what your take is on that. And before I go any further, if you guys are interested in following the TO Sports Talk Instagram page, the link is down in the description, guys. Go follow up down there if you guys have not done so already. So, there's not much else I want to get to. I wanted to ask you those few questions, kind of preview what we got going on in the series. I think the Raptors can go 8-0. I think there's no doubt they can. I think a more realistic one would be 6-2. And I don't know who's going to win those games, who are they going to lose to, whatnot. I think you look at guys like Orlando, you look at guys like Memphis, and I think those 2 games you look at and say the Raptors should win those games, without a doubt. And you look at teams like Milwaukee, and I was like, yeah, they can lose to Milwaukee. And they can even lose to the Lakers. Sure, let's go with those two. The rest of the games, Raptors have 100% they can win those games. And they can even win those two against Milwaukee and the Lakers. You just don't know. You just don't know. Because the Lakers did play yesterday, right? So they have that one game under their belt already with a couple days off in between. So you look at it and say, okay, well, is it going to be rust? Is it going to be a rest? What are you going to see from this team in that next game tomorrow night against the Lakers? All right? We have no idea who we're seeing in the playoffs as of yet. That is a long way away from figuring that thing out, so we're not even going to discuss that. 8 games on the schedule. Raptor fans, we will know who we're facing by August the 14th. Once the game against Denver is complete, we will know who we are facing in round 1 of the NBA playoffs. It is going to be exciting. I know you guys are excited for Raptor basketball, real Raptor basketball, not scrimmage stuff. Real Raptor basketball to get going. I'm jacked up to get it going. It's been way too long because I miss the champs. I miss those guys, and I miss watching our guys ball out there and just make us impressed all the time. By the way, did you see on Instagram? I think it was O'Shea Brissett. I could be wrong. Talking about Dwight Howard, and Dwight Howard's predicting the Raptors and Lakers in the NBA Finals. Ideally, he was talking to a Toronto Raptor player, so he could have been just doing that for fun. But hey, you love to hear it. You love to hear it from Dwight Howard, and seeing him chill out with O'Shea Brissett a little bit. Now, I'm going to wrap it up in a second here, guys. I just want to ask one question for you for the comments below. With these 8 games left in the season, what is your prediction? Do you think they're going to go 6-2? Do you think they're going to go 7-1, 8-0? If you do, tell me who they're going to lose to and why. Give me that in the comments down below, guys. Make it a discussion. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and you guys are pumped for Raptor basketball to get going tomorrow night, smack that like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on everything towards the upcoming 8-game stretch. Let me know, guys. Go nuts in the comments below. I want to hear everything you guys want to have to say. Anyways, you know what I was trying to get at there, all right? Guys, just go nuts in the comments below everything you want to talk about when it comes to this Toronto Raptors team. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down in the description. If you guys have not followed up already, please go do so, all right? And I will talk to you guys Jays Edition. It'll be on Tuesday, as the Jays open up their series in Atlanta, taking on the Braves. Obviously, no weekend set against the Phillies because of the COVID-19 thing. And as for the Leafs, I'll talk to you guys very shortly as we are going to preview the series against the Columbus Blue Jackets, which starts on Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's talk about that real shortly. And as for our Raptors, we will finally be talking to you guys post-game in an actual meaningful game tomorrow night against the Los Angeles Lakers. It's an 8:30 tip-off there in the bubble. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and boy, oh boy, I'll talk to you guys then.